Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Leo. November 1st to the 15th, 2021, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels, oh goodness. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. There we go. I love that yours just fell right out, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, there we go, our public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Star, which is Aquarius energy. So if we have Aquarius in our natal chart, that's coming through very powerfully at our root. And we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. So if we have Aries within our natal chart, that's also coming through very powerfully at our root. For a reason, Spirit is saying, like, remember that the moon is in Aries, and so we have more Aries energy around us right now, Leo. So that's fire sign. Okay, that's why. Because that fire sign energy is going to be something we play off of a bit during this time. Then we have the Guardian. Now, the Guardian in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is also the Star. So that's enhancing our Aquarius energy here, but also there's a sense of a wish coming forward. Then we have our inner self also. We have the Two of Earth. We need this balance between what we love and what we desire and how we're moving forward and how we're connecting. Our emotional self, we have Justice. No, we have Judgment. There we go. We're finding, we're awakening. It's like a part of ourselves has been asleep for quite some time, and now we're awakening into our power, into what we desire. We have the Eight of Cups, and we're going to find that we're walking away from something that we just don't need anymore, and we're needing to find balance with the Six of Pentacles right here. Then we move to the public arena. We have the Eight of Cups again. We have that I'm walking away from something here, and it's a big ending. It's not like a small thing, that we're walking away from. There's this really big sense of, I'm leaving it behind. I don't want it in my life anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't make this work. And this could be the end of a relationship. This could be finding a new job. This could be moving house. There is something really big here that we're like, I need to end this phase. And it's like I need to get away from this. So just being mindful of that, that's coming up very, very strongly. The Nine of Wands is determination, but it's also the sense of taking in way too many different way too much advice, way too many, different things are coming in at once at us. And we have to stand firm in what we are, what we want, where we're headed, what we desire. And so we need to embrace that energy, that insight, and that understanding. There is a sense here that we kind of want to please everybody, and we want or we want to be able to do everything. So there's a sense here of like spreading ourselves too thin. So do be mindful about that during this time. Now let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the Princess of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is going to be somebody who speaks without thinking, and they'll just let it rip. I mean, they will just go off, and they will be vengeful, they will be spiteful, they will be mean, they will be inconsiderate, and they will just keep going. And this is going to be somebody who is a bit of a princess, who you sit there and think, oh, wow, of course, everything has to be your way. It all has to be just for you. So do be mindful about that, because that's going to be kind of where that energy is coming from. It's like it's all from simply their point of view. So being mindful of that as we move forward during this time. Or it can be that we get into a discussion with a person. It's like, okay, but your recap of what happened and my recap of what happened, they're not going to jive. So being mindful of that as we go into things during this time, and being really grounded within ourselves, and knowing that at times, like, instead of letting our temper get the best of us, letting the fire come forward, that is a part of fire sign energy, we need to walk away. We need to say, okay, you know what, that's over. And even if it's just that we're walking away for 5 minutes, we need to remove ourselves from some situations during this time. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, is grounding. Now, this is the Earth Star Chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. This is a sense of grounding ourselves, being connected with ourselves, with what we want and what we desire and where it is that we need to be. There is also the sense of, am I nourishing myself? Am I feeding myself, my soul, properly? Am I embracing what I desire and love and how I want to move forward within my life? So that's going to be really important for us. It's like, is this helping me or is this hindering me? And we're going to have to ask ourselves that a couple of times during this time frame. Is this helping me move forward, or is this hindering me? Is this moving me to the place that I want to be, or is this stopping me from getting what I desire? Now, we have the star right here. We have wishes coming true, but this is also spirit giving us what we need, not necessarily what we want. We'd be crossing our fingers, wishing for something, and then we're going to find that we get something a little bit different coming our way. So what we're going to see here is that wishes are important, that passion drives us, that insight is moving us and leading us forward and helping to gain an understanding. And so here we have this sense of there's more going on than what we realize. And the Emperor, these wishes coming through, what we need coming in, is helping us to claim our throne, claim our passion, know our desire, know what it is that we want, knows the fire of moving forward. But remember also, Aries energy, Aries is the god of war. So at our root, we can be a little bit quick to react to things. So we just have to kind of step back from that and say, am I acting in the way that best suits me? So being more mindful, being more purposeful, being more, authentically aware of the way that we want to move forward, that's really going to be a game changer for us. And it's actually going to help center us, because I was feeling this energy around the cards that was very nervous. It was like, okay, get it out as quickly as you can, say everything, have everything come forward. And yet, after saying, once we step back and see what it is that we need, see what it is that we desire, center ourselves, it's like everything calms down. Everything calms down, we calm down, and then we enter into that star energy again. We enter into the guardian. We're being watched over, we're being cared for. This is the god of the forest, really, really looking after us. And so it is the nature of things to be watched over during this time. It is the nature of things to be interconnected to more than we realize. And there's a sense of grounding of ourselves, of understanding of ourselves, but also our deepest intentions coming forward, what we really want from our lives, moving us forward, bringing us to where it is that we want to be, opening up the door. And it's a sense here of, what do I need to take care of? Like, what is important right now? What needs my immediate attention? And how do I balance this? How do I embrace this? How do I move forward with this? And how do I, understand what I want from life and where I want to be and how I want to move forward? There is a sense of prosperity here. There is a sense of, I need to focus on healing me, going after what I want, what I desire, and what I need. And it's not going to be selfish. It's going to be the sense of, I need to get my feet firmly planted on the ground. I need to know what is right because I'm balancing so much. I'm trying to give so much of myself to one area and then to another that I'm forgetting myself. So there can be days where instead of going out, instead of doing something that may seem really fun, we just take the day in. We take the day in, we sit with our own thoughts, we, run the bath, we do whatever, and we're able to connect with our hearts. We're able to connect with ourselves, and it moves us to judgment. It moves us to this place where our hearts, we're coming out of this box, we're coming out of this slumber. There's a part of us that has been pushed down and pushed down. It could be because a person said, oh, don't be so silly to think that you could be whatever, or don't think, this could happen or that could happen. And we're going to see that something is calling us. Something is calling us forward in a way that's like, I need this in my life. I need this passion, this power, this prosperity, this bounty, this to be a part of me. And as we're calling this forward, we're going to find that we're changing. We're going to find that we're becoming more ourselves. We're going to find that the door is opening in a way that we feel like this was the missing piece. Like this was the missing piece. And when this comes to the missing piece here, it's because we're starting to balance ourselves, and we're also starting to walk away from what is overwhelming and destructive. So as we balance ourselves and as we walk away from what is chaotically destructive to us at this time, and it can just be, we don't get into the fight, right? We separate ourselves from the situation. We separate ourselves from that person for a moment. We go for a walk. We get a coffee. We do whatever it is that we need to do to calm down, to center ourselves, and then again, and then come back forward with this sense of, this is what I need, this is what I want, or, with a sense of, okay, that's done and we're not touching that, or we have to talk about that later when things have calmed down. The 8 of Cups is us walking away from something we once thought we would love. And it can even be a person or a situation that we were, head over heels for. And now we need to not walk away from it permanently. There's something here where like it doesn't have to be permanent, and there's going to be something that we're fighting with where we're thinking it has to be permanent. It's either all or it's nothing. And Spirit's saying here, take it a little bit slow, step back. For some of us, this is going to be a divorce. For some of us, this is going to be, a ending of a job, and those things are going to be permanent, or at least pretty permanent for right now. What we're also going to see is that other things that we need to walk away from just aren't fitting our hearts right now, and we can't make them fit because we're rising into a new power, into a new understanding, into a new sense of self. And if we're trying to make something old fit, we're going to find that it's disruptive. We're going to find that we are, a little bit out of balance with ourselves and the place that we want to be. And it moves us then to the 6 of Pentacles. It moves us to a place of finding balance, finding harmony, finding this give and this take that is needed and appreciated and understood. And so as we have this come forward, it's going to be the calming mechanism that we need, which is also saying, I need this give and this take. This is what I need from a relationship. This is what you need from a relationship. And this could be a work relationship. This could be a home relationship. This could be a relationship even with ourselves. I can't give all of this to one thing and then all of this to the other, or I need to find this balance within me to move me forward. And it's like, oh, okay, I see that. Okay, I'm starting to understand that. And we're having this inner dialogue, and we're being very open and very honest with ourselves. And it's, again, leading us to walk away from something. It's leading us through doorways that we didn't even know were there. We didn't even know that this avenue could be open. We didn't even know this way of thinking could be a part of our lives. And now it's like, oh my gosh, I get to. Oh my gosh, I get to. And it's in the public arena, in the emotional self. Okay, this is going to be a lot more confusing. And I can very much see that here. That's what Spirit's making it come through as. It's coming through as confusing. It's coming through like I can't quite pinpoint it. And it can be many things are changing, and we're seeing how they're all interconnected in the public arena. And this ending is still going to be intense, but it's more of a doorway. It's more of a pathway forward. It's more of a, okay, now this is the next step. This is the next chapter. This is the next avenue to where I need to be, to where I want to be, to what I desire for my life. And it brings us to the 9 of Wands. It brings us to this place of knowing our strength. It brings us to this place of standing in what we believe, not necessarily in what everybody else believes. We're finding our passion, we're claiming our purpose, and we're moving forward towards what we desire. But we also have to know everybody's opinions are going to be coming in. Everybody's going to have a say, or at least there's going to be enough of a say that we think, I can't make everybody happy. And yet we're not here to make everybody happy. We're here to... Spirit is saying that we do have to think about the people who always have our back. So if we say we're not here to make everybody happy, I'm here to just make me happy, that's not necessarily the case, because we do have people that we're taking care of. We do have people that rely on us in life, and we can't just be completely, self-obsessed. But what we're going to see here is like there's a sense of the inner voice within me, the inner passion within me, the understanding of myself, that matters. And that's what I'm opening up the door to. And that's what I'm claiming within me. That's how I need to move forward. And it brings us to our subconscious energy that we need to be mindful of. And that's the King of Swords. These are words being twisted. Now, either it's we're looking at a situation and we're seeing it one way, and again, another person is seeing it quite differently, and we're not sure where the heck that person is coming from, or how we saw the same thing and it came out with such a different concept. But there's also a sense here of be very mindful of words being like weapons, because we can say things that scar really deeply, and people can say things to us that scar really deeply. And what we have to be aware of here is that Spirit is really giving us a warning. Walk away before the argument gets to that point. Walk away before things are said that can never be taken back, because we can say sorry, but it's very hard for a person to forget. And it's very easy to lose somebody's trust. It's very hard to... It's very hard to rebuild. It's very hard to rebuild what's lost. Our subconscious chakra energy is the inner child, connecting with our inner child, our love, our joy, our hopes, and our desires. The thing I love to do when the inner child comes up is to visualize the child that I was. And at that age where things were awkward, when things were hard, and just hold my arms open to that child and say, I love you, I'm here for you, and watch that child run into your arms, picking them up, and just saying, I will always be here for you. I will always listen to you. I will always try my best to understand where you're coming from and understand you. And just to have that connection, to have that love, that's going to be a game changer. It moves us to our subconscious rooted message, and that's the Tower. Something is changing, and it's almost out of our control. Divinity is throwing us outside of our comfort zone, because it's like, see this, look at this, walk this, understand this. There's more here than meets the eye. And that's going to be really powerful for us. And it does feel during this time, it's like we're out of our comfort zone. We're out of that place that we feel most contented. And we need that connection. We need that balance. And it can't even be with the two of Earth, the Two of Pentacles. We need that balance. But it's also with our inner child and the adult that we are now, that recognition and that understanding of ourselves and the progression of who we are and how we're moving forward. It moves us to our subconscious inner self, and that is the Seven of Earth, the Seven of Pentacles. We need patience. We need patience to move forward to where we need to be in life. It's not going to happen overnight yet. We want everything to happen yesterday during this time. It moves us to our subconscious emotional self, and that's the Two of Wands. We're looking at the future. We're also, we're looking at the present, but we're really focused on the future. We're not going to be able to tell the future completely, because there are twists and turns along the way that nobody is ever meant to see. And so here, we're looking out over the horizon, and we're seeing more, we're accepting more, we're understanding more than we ever thought. And now is a time where we have to look at the big picture of our present, and not worry about what that will mean for our future. That's wrong, because we have to be mindful about the future, but not be obsessed with, like, I want my future to be this, I need my future to be that, because Spirit's saying, I'm taking you on a path that you're not really going to be able to understand completely. And there are going to be twists and turns along the way during this time frame from the 1st to the 15th, where you're questioning things. You're like, why is this happening? And I didn't want this, and this shouldn't be like that. And Spirit's saying, trust me. Unless it's something harmful, unless it's something dangerous. Spirit's saying here, that's when we should be aware that this isn't Spirit guiding us, but trusting the development and trusting our way forward, and trusting that, we have this connection to the divine that is powerful and purposeful. That's going to be really, really big for us during this time. Our subconscious public arena message is charity. Be charitable to yourself. Give yourself a break. You're going to tend not to want to, Here, Leo, we're going to tend to think, I have to do everything. I have to have everything, just right, just so. And this is saying, give with gratitude and grace. Open up your heart, your soul, your passion, your desire. Move forward to where you need to be, to where you want to be, to what it is that you desire. But moving forward with a charitable heart is going to be so much more. It's a generosity of spirit. It's like, there's almost the sense of they're out to get me, and Spirit's saying, no, they're not. Like, no, they're not. There's just going to be this the sense of you're on different pages, okay? All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the complexity, but also our power of this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo.